Ho hi ho, it is off to Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds we go. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this. We are headed up to Mansfield, Missouri. It's about a 3.5 hour drive for us, and I'm gonna go shopping for my seeds in person. Ah! I'm so excited! I'm not sure if I'm gonna do any recording at the store, but I will show you my haul as soon as I get back. We're here. Isn't this the coolest place ever? We got so many seeds. Oh my gosh. This is such an amazing place. You guys have to come visit. So there is 20,000 tulip bulbs in this garden here. All of the brown spaces that you see is soil. And all of the shinier stuff is the walkways, the pavers. But come spring, there's going to be 20,000 tulip bulbs in this garden. Oh my goodness. And as you can see, they have a restaurant. Pick up my seeds here. They have all kinds of stuff to do here, and this is the off season. So there's not a ton of hubbub going on right now, but they have the hotel and the restaurant. I just made my purchases down at the baker's. I picked up a loaf of sourdough bread made today and some coffee cakes and blueberry muffins. And this whole place is just absolutely stunning. We are home, and I have fed all of the animals. And Mr. Wonderful unloaded the groceries, bless his heart. And I'm ready to show you my haul from Baker Creek. So this is obviously a seed video. I've got all the kids around me. I have my root beer, and this is just gonna be basically all the seeds that I got from the wonderful, wonderful Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. And I'm gonna just plop in here now. Baker Creek is a heirloom seed company. They have growers all over the world, and they are located in Mansfield, Missouri. They are extremely helpful in growing a garden to any capacity. Backyard gardeners, container gardeners, market gardeners. Very, very helpful about their seeds. The man that I spoke to today that helped me out worked in their greenhouses and their market gardens for, I think it was 14 years. And now he's in the store for a slower paced style of job. And he basically said that he had grown most of the varieties in the store at least 3 times over. So he knew the product in and out. Very nice, very courteous, and very cool place to go. So if you have the opportunity, even if you're just passing by, Mansfield is an extremely small town, but in my opinion, especially in the heat of the summer, Baker Creek is its own little town. It's like you saw in the video, it's got, you know, a restaurant, it's got a mercantile, it's got the seed store. So if you're a gardener, and just tons of gardens to walk around in the summertime. I have been there in August when their season was dwindling down, and it was just, it was baffling to me. I couldn't, sensory overload. I just couldn't take it all in. I took pictures and then went back through the pictures over and over and over again. So this is the Baker Creek whole seed catalog that I get every year. They have 2 versions of this. They have a free version, which is much smaller, and then they have this big large version. And this is a 528 page book of seeds and a wealth of knowledge. Super worth it. So I get it every year. And the reason for this video now is, one, because I'm now close enough, 3.5 hours away, that I was able to go when their seeds were fresh in the store, and they were only out of 2 things that I had on my list, and you'll see I had quite the list. And also, it's a really good time to be planning our gardens. It's a good time while we're sitting here twiddling our thumbs, you know, being anxious to plant and grow and see the magic happen. A good way to pass that time is to plan your gardens and to buy your seeds. Go through your seed catalogs, look at all the beautiful pictures, and it passes the time. And it helps us plan our gardens. Learn from your, you know, go back through your diaries if you have a garden diary. If you don't have a garden diary, I suggest you get one. And start planning for next year. It's exciting and it's fun. And so there's the precursor basically to what I got. Now I'll get into the fun part. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm more than happy. I have the whole seed catalog, so I'm more than happy to give you the information that I can out of the catalog, or you can call Baker Creek and ask them yourselves. So we'll just get into it because there's a lot. And I do plan on growing most all of these varieties in my garden next year. So, and I'm just going to do these willy-nilly, random, the way that they're coming out of the bag. I'm not going to do them by category or anything like that, and I'm just going to flip through them super fast. I'll try to show you pictures, but, you know, more pictures will come as I plant them and put them in the ground and things like that. But I have a lot of them to go through, and I don't want to bore you to death. So grab a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage and just sit and listen and look at beautiful pictures of seeds. So this is Genovese basil. Thai holy basil. This is carrot nif. Feverfew white stars. And I also should insert here before I get too far along, I do plan on growing a market flower garden at some point. So I am going to start that process. I don't know that I'm going to finish that project by next summer, but I would like to try my hands at a cut flower garden. So that's why there is a lot of flowers. Not only that, but in the move and the transition, I have given away all my flower seeds, so I needed more. This is Chinese pink celery. Chinese white celery. Purple ball basil. Celosia or celosia. This is kumquat orange. Celosia or celosia, Asian garden. Also, eternity mix, different colors, same flower. Bachelor's buttons, fireworks. White surf stalks. Coreopsis, incredible swirl. Tweedia, heavenly blue. This is an eggplant. Not even gonna try. Wild bergamot bee balm to feed the bees. Also a great medicinal herb and a good tea, I have heard. This is the glass gem corn. Cauliflower, amazing. White Creole onions. Cauliflower, green Macerata. We're gonna go with that. Cauliflower di Jesse. Calendula Snow Princess. Kilimanjaro White Marigold. Leek Autumn Giant. Nasturtium Tip Top Alaska Salmon. These are edible also. Lavender Elegance Pink. Kohlrabi Delicacy White. Pablo lettuce. I got a jelly melon, Kiwano. I've never had one in my life, but they're so cool and I thought they'd look great on a trellis, so I'm gonna try it. Fragrant Delight Mix Agastache or Agastaki, however you pronounce it. And that's the joy of gardening. You know, things are pronounced differently all over the world. And also, like the jelly melon, it just looks beautiful. It looks cool. It looks fun. I have no idea what it tastes like. It might taste horrible to my tongue, but if it's something that's beautiful and cool in the garden, then it's worth trying once, right? Aunt Molly's ground cherries. I've never had these either, but I watch many YouTube channels that have had these in their garden and they love them. They say they're a great garden snack, so I would like to try them. Amaranth Golden Giant. I have grown amaranth before, but not the Golden Giant version, and I've seen the Golden Giant on YouTube videos, and it's ginormous. And I've also seen it at Baker Creek in their garden, and it was like 8 feet tall. So I figured this will be a good cut flower potential. Gomphrena, Mandarin Orange. And this is a great flower to go into the fall also, because it dries on the vine and it just continues to stay looking that way, and you can keep it for a long, long time. They call it the everlasting flower. Asparagus, Conovers Colossal. Chinese baby corn. I love the baby corn at like salad bars. So I am going to attempt to grow these, and if I get an abundance of them, I am going to attempt to can them and maybe pickle them. Eggplant Shiramaru. Tigger melon. Indigo blue chocolate tomato. Catania watermelon. This is a small, it says a classic icebox melon. 10 to 15 pounds, so not that small. Royal Golden watermelon. Warsaw pasta squash, and this is a spaghetti squash variety. 2 to 3 pounds, and it has noodly type flesh. Swan Lake salvia. Salvia is a huge pollinator attractor in the south. Polar bear zinnia. Zinnias are big in the cut flower world, and they're fairly easy to grow in the south, so I've heard. Queenie lemon peach zinnia. Super Bisma giant alba petunia. Evening sun sunflower. Sun Gold Select 2 tomato. Violet Sparkle pepper. Trepidera Werner pepper. Sugar Rush peach. Queen Lime red zinnia. Sweet peas, America. Rose Rhapsody salvia. Rhapsody, I guess. Lace veil petunia. Shashito peppers. These are a very convenient pepper to just pick out of the garden and put in a hot cast iron skillet, I've heard, with some butter and oil, and just sear them, blister them. And I've heard that they're fabulous that way. So that's the reason why I got these. I like peppers that you can just, that are your snacking peppers throughout the season, that you can use while they grow and you're not necessarily canning them. I like to have a little bit of both. I want to be able to snack out of my garden and eat fresh, but also have my canning varieties that I can grow in bulk and can my salsas and my pepper jams and things like that. Oriental Lanterns Snapdragon. Dr. White Cheese Yellow. This is a big heirloom, 1 pound tangerine orange fruit. This is a Chapun de Milan, I'm not going to say it right, Malinalco Tomatillo. I probably butchered that. Whoops. This is a Rampicante squash. These are really cool to see grow on a trellis. And they provide a huge amount of food. I've seen them in gardens be, 3 feet long. So really neat variety of squash that I'm excited to grow. Lauren's Grape Poppy. I've never been successful at poppies. I'm hoping I can change that. This is an Odessa squash. It's a zucchini type fruit. Moon and Stars watermelon. I have heard people rave about this on videos and I just think it's beautiful, so I would like to try it. Canary bird zinnia. These were my free seeds. Japanese wasabi radish. Viet alpha cucumber. Got a couple more in here somewhere. Runner beans, Black Knight. Really cool. I love that they have the scarlet exterior and the pink bean on the inside. Dragon tongue bush beans. I've seen these grown on videos and would just like to try them. And beans are super easy to, they're just a really easy vegetable altogether. They're easy to, sorry, my leg's falling asleep. They're easy to process. If you want to can them, you just snap the edges off and can them. You can freeze them very easily. They dry on the vine, and if you want to save the beans on the inside, they're just a fairly low maintenance vegetable. There's just not a ton of work to them, no matter what you want to do with them, and they're fairly easy as far as the process goes. Choice Sum 50 Day, and I got this because it's 50 days. It's an Asian green, and it has edible stalks and flowers. So excited to try this. I have found that Asian greens, a lot of them are fast growing, and the flavors on them oftentimes are amazing. This is a sunflower red torch Mexican. Great white tomato. Bread and salt tomato. I mean, self-explanatory, right? Tomato sandwiches all day long. Phil's 2 tomato. I also had Phil's 1, but they didn't have Phil's 1 out yet. So that was one of the ones I did not get. This is Brad's Atomic Grape. Isn't that a cool tomato? Sugar and Stars Phlox. And I'm showing you guys the vegetables and the flowers equally because I know that I have, you know, pretty split audience as far as, you know, some people just grow flowers, some people just grow vegetables, and some people are like me and they just grow all the things. Super Bisma Giant Rose Petunia. You know I love my petunias. This is a pastel mix of the asters. This was a free seed Merlot lettuce. I've grown this, it's delicious. It's light and it's not bitter. It's quite sweet for a purple lettuce. It's a really good lettuce. Sugar Bon peas. And this would be it's a dwarf variety. Matures early. Edible pods and peas. So a good sugar snap pea for the garden, which is nice. Black Devil Pansy. Echinacea Super Duper. Oh, Paradiso Super Duper. Sorry. Echinacea is also a very good plant to grow in your garden for balms and I believe teas. Medicinal. Tiger Leta Viola. Whoa, my flower pile's getting big. Fish pepper. Look at the variegated leaves on that plant. The pepper, the fruit, and the plant are both variegated. Who can resist that? Cinnamon basil, if for nothing else than the smell. Asano Kagayaki stalks. It's a mouthful. This was a free pepper. This is a datil pepper. This one's gonna probably go in a pot somewhere so I know where it's at. Blazing Hot. Vicious Heat Complex. So this will probably go in a pot somewhere, not next to the other pepper plants. I don't want any cross-pollination with that thing. Golden Crisp Melon. And keep in mind, I'm in a zone 7A, B, and so I have about 211 days of growing season, so I can grow all of these things. Some of them multiple times. Crane melon. Apricota cosmos. Matsuma blue asters. Asparagus. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Calibos cabbage. The Napa cabbage type. Late Nagasaki Chinese cabbage. Stevia. I eat a lot of stevia. I use a lot of stevia for sweeteners. And so I wanted to try my hand at growing my own stevia and processing it to use in my home. I use stevia primarily in my coffee. And so it was just one of those things that I just kind of wanted to try. Bouquet dill, it's just a good dill to grow if you're going to be doing a lot of pickling, which I am. Kajari melon. Blue disc African daisy. Queen lime zinnia. Cactus flowered mix dahlia. And I probably will be getting dahlia tubers also once I get the cut flower garden established, but for now I'm gonna try to grow them from seed. Purple potted pole beans. Mellow Yellows coneflower. It's a great cut flower. It's a great bouquet flower. 1,500-year-old cave beans. These are an ancient southwestern bean variety. Viable seed originally recovered from an archaeological site. 1,500 years old. Is that not? That's incredible. Brunswick cabbage. Ice cream sunflower. Murasaki New Uta stalks. Did I nail it? Somen kabacha or kimchi squash. It produces wheat-free low-carb noodles in abundance on productive vines. Double Sun King sunflower. Not beautiful. This is the Sahara rudbeckia. Amish paste tomato. I plan on this being a major crop for me for my canning of my tomato sauces, salsas. Ozark pink tomato. Look at this sunflower. Chocolate cherry. Apricot Lemonade Cosmos. Mongolian Giant Sunflower. So this is a behemoth sunflower variety. Heads are 16 to 18 inches across, sitting atop a 14-foot tall stalks. Huge, highly nutritious seeds are 1 inch long, more than twice an average sunflower seed size. Perfect for snacking or feeding the birds. This is going to be cool. Tip Top Mahogany Nasturtium. Amazing Gray Poppy. Lilac Pom Pom Poppy. Tall Double Mix Straw Flower. Poblano peppers. I use poblano peppers in my salsa, so it's important. I couldn't remember if I had poblano peppers already in my stash, and it's not a pepper that I want to do without when I go to make salsa, so I went ahead and bought another pack. Cafe au Latte Salpiglosis. Somebody tell me how to pronounce that properly, please. Salpiglosis. Okay, same word, different color. Grandiflora Mix. Scabiosa. Salmon Queen. This was my free seed, Mizuna, and I actually already have some of this, but not in the purple color. So, Falling in Love Poppies. D18 Jours Radish. It says it will yield roots in 18 days under ideal conditions. That's a quick radish. I mean, that's less than 3 weeks. Helios Radish. Queen of the Night Tomato. Almost done. Double Decker Echinacea. Bloomsdale Long-Standing Spinach. This spinach is the old standard since 1925. It's better in hot weather than most, which I need here in the South. So I'm going to give that a try. I've never grown that spinach before. And these are interesting. Rat's Tail Radish. 50 days, completely unique. This is a radish that produces crispy, crunchy, spicy seed pods. Pick pods when they are tender and young, about 5 inches long. So you don't grow this radish for the root. You grow it for the seed pods that the plant creates. They says they can be eaten raw, cooked, or even pickled. It's a South Asian delicacy. Yeah. That's it, you guys. And one extremely long receipt. So anyways, if you have any questions about these varieties, feel free to reach out to Baker Creek. They are just some of the most helpful, courteous, customer service oriented business. Very wonderful people. I have been there twice. I have talked to them on the phone several times, and they've been wonderful. And it is Baker Creek heirloom seeds. So you are growing seeds that have a story. and that's precious. Some of these varieties, as you saw, are extremely old, and from all over the world. So there is importance to what they're doing and keeping these heirlooms alive. And they also do a lot of really other cool things. We actually met a couple people that were going on a mission to Honduras, and that was really cool. They were there picking up seeds to take to Honduras. So really neat company, really cool haul, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and thanks for coming along with me. Yours truly.